When was the last time you genuinely saw change? You saw something completely reversed and become something different. When was the last time you saw somebody change their opinion on something? Well, I challenge you, I reckon that the last time you saw that happen, there was some level of radical thinking involved. You know, something that was completely changed from the norm, that was like, okay, I'm going to think this way. And when that happened, true change happened. It's really been interesting. I've been reading an article recently that was likening the kind of terrorism that we're facing in the UK now compared to the 80s and 90s with the IRA. And there are lots of synergies you could kind of align with that. But what was really interesting was that one of the things that they said was the catalyst to the ending of that sort of reign of terror was around people trying to legitimise what the IRA were doing. Actually turning away from being just terrorists, but actually a political party with real aims and real thoughts and real desires. And that was kind of like one of the, like I say, the catalysts that led to the end of that reign of terror. Now that's radical thinking. And forget your political kind of thoughts and your thoughts on terrorism. That's not the point. The point is that somebody somewhere was prepared to think differently about something, and radically different, to see about a change. Jesus, in his 3 years of ministry, one of the most iconic moments was when he actually went up a mountain and preached. It's known as the Sermon on the Mount, and it's where some of the Beatitudes were kind of delivered. So the people where he said, blessed are this and blessed are those who do this and blessed are those who do that. And it was a really radical shift in the way that we lived and thought. It was like, blessed are the meek. You know, the people who are looked down on, the lowly, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who are persecuted, for they will inherit the kingdom of God. You know, all those things that are the weaker were actually now the former, the stronger. It was crazy thinking. You know, when you talked about murder and you'll be judged for being a murderer. Well, actually, if you've got anger in your heart towards another brother or sister, then that is just as bad. Wow, what? That's crazy thinking. You who commit adultery, you know, physical acts of adultery. What about you who lust in your heart for another person's wife? It's just as bad. What? That's radical thinking, and it completely changed the way people thought about how they lived their lives then, and even how they live their lives now. It's radical thinking. So what in your life is just not as you would expect it to be or want it to be? Is it your workplace? Does it need a fresh view of thought and kind of new traits in there that are completely radical to today? I mean, like, what about your family, your kids? Are your kids doing things that you just do not like and you don't know how to change it? I think you need some radical thinking. How about your friendships and your partnerships and your relationships? And is there somebody toxic in that situation? Approach it with radical thinking. I challenge you to think radically about things. If you want to see true change, change that you can touch with your fingertips and go, yes, that is different. I encourage you to think radically. Think different. Challenge me on it. Guarantee it will work. Thanks for listening.